Looking at the Elara 60WS today, a device that is really in a new category. The mobile phone station is really how it's categorized. And this little unit is mobile first. As you can see over there, you can sync it up to your mobile device. I'll just go in there and tell it to connect, and it'll say, hey, let's go and pair. Got my phone on Bluetooth mode. We'll do a quick scan. There you go. Elara 60 series. Found it. Just pairing now. I'll just complete that pair. It's also possible to pair the device with, say, your PC. It'll show up as a Bluetooth device. I'll just show you how to do that. We'll go to settings, Bluetooth, select devices, and you see my phone in there. And we've got the option to add new, and I'll just go ahead and do that. Now, it's telling me to go and have a look and search on my PC, so we'll jump off to my PC over here. Bluetooth, do a quick scan, see if we can find the little unit. And just a quick scan. So the unit itself, there it is. And it appears connecting. I should get a pairing. There we go, pairing code. I'll match that up. And I should have a similar pairing code pop up on the Elara display as well. We'll just jump back to the Elara display. There we go, the same pairing code. We'll just accept that and finish that off. Now, what will happen is it won't be paired to both devices at the same time. Just have a look over here. You'll see the check mark shows me my PC name, or I can switch over to my phone. And so I have the option to be paired to two devices, but not at the same time. But it gives me that quick switching by means of the devices button right there. When you put the phone in the cradle, the wireless charging kicks in, and it'll work both in landscape or in portrait mode of the phone. It also prompts that team connection. That's only because I have the Elara app installed that allows me to do that. Now, you'll see the Teams button. When I click that each time, it'll prompt the Teams app to come into focus. Let's make a call, and you'll see you actually have the choice to choose which device the call goes out. You'll see at the moment the display shows mobile call. I'll just dial a number over there, and as you can see, it's going to go out through mobile just using the dial button there. By the way, that button doubles as a dial or disconnect button. It just changes color depending on state. There goes my call. All good. Now that's using my mobile, but what if I want to use Teams as my calling platform? You'll see it still says mobile call, but we'll change that in a moment, because you can change it just before you hit the dial button too. Click the line button and see that? Teams call. Done. Looking now at some of the physical aspects, you'll see that the phone sits in a cradle, and this cradle or dock can be adjusted. So you'll see it actually has 4 different positions, and if you're doing video calls, for instance, you may want to tilt it all the way up so you can get the camera angle correct. You can, of course, turn the cradle up or down at any time, and there's a lever. I'll just flick it over to the side over here. Little red colored lever on the side, which kicks back the foot that pushes out the stand to these different levels. Just having a look on the underside of the unit. Just move this over there. You'll notice that there is a USB port over here, and this USB port's great for sticking your phone on charge if you don't have the wireless charging, or if perhaps your case is a bit too thick to do the charging. You'll see there's a cutout there, and quite neat for your cable to come through. Putting my phone back on, you'll see charging is instant, and then of course I get this Teams pop-up which says that the Elara would like to be used by Teams. And so I allow that, and there you go, and I'm good to go. Of course, the headset sits and charges while it's in the dock over there. Mine's fully charged, as you can see, and popping it back, I'll just check the charge and try again. You may have noticed, though, on the screen that the middle button is labeled Media. I'll just press that, and you'll see it says check my device to play media. I'm going to go off to Spotify and do just that. It's my go-to app for music. And what it'll do is it'll play the music of my choice once I've selected and pressed play and all that kind of stuff. Down the bottom, you'll see, though, the headset button over there. That's where the music's being played. Switch it over the speaker, and not a bad choice at all. Let's quickly flick over to a meeting. Here is my meeting room system calling back to my device, and I'll just answer that call over there. I might just mute to avoid any feedback. There we go. Turn on my video. Of course, Face ID required. Thank you. And in we go. Now, I actually have a photograph of my son up there, and so I've just popped him in the back of the video so you can see that. I might see. There you go. Real photo. And I have my meeting room components ready to go. I can also share content and so on. What's nice is if I flick the device over, either way, of course, you will see a little bit of help. The video will flick over. In conclusion, I really like the Elara. It's a great mobile device. It's got all the aspects you need, and I think it's going to be a winner for those who are on the move and love to work off a small form factor device.